Episode 40, by the way.
Episode 40, Big 4-0. Here we are. It's
Yeet Poo,
finally
ask
the
him,
time.
Can I get a yeet one time?
Yeet. He just saw the new John Wick last night, I guess. He was really excited about John Wick throwing the guns.
Yeah.
Have you seen that part where he throws
On the trailer?
Yeah, well, I guess in this one there was a total of 3 gun yeets.
Okay.
So he's pretty psyched about that. So,
I'm actually a John Wick fan. I like the first two.
yeah,
I really liked it.
I have not seen John Wick, actually.
Yeah?
I just never got around to seeing it. Not opposed to it, just never saw it. So, good morning and happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, gamers everywhere. It is your boys at FPS Guides. Mr. Top Hat is somewhere. But I guess we'll go ahead and run. There he is.
Sorry about
So, he's here now. We were just about to do the intro.
that. Oh, perfect.
Just in time. Hello, we are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. This is our weekly podcast where we bring you the latest in news, rumors, controversies, and discussions. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out on fpsguides.com and on social media. And for all you listeners out there, FPS Guides is now available on Apple Play, Spotify, and Alexa. And iTunes. Yeah, iTunes. I didn't write that one down yet. iTunes. We are a small but growing gaming community comprised of gamers, both young and old, who are just passionate about gaming. If you are interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community, or perhaps even becoming a content creator for us, please hit us up on our website. We would love to hear from you. And, yeah, that's it. Okay, back to, yeah, all right.
That's the news. All right.
And,
Welcome to episode 40.
yeah,
folks.
welcome to episode 40. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We should probably put something about this in there, but we got merch. So, check out our website. We got
Oh, yeah, we
t-shirts.
should put that on there.
Check out the merch.
Is there a way we can put like a little picture of? Well, we don't need a picture of the shirts. We're wearing the shirts. What about the other? I don't know. We don't have any other stuff.
Wait, so
well, the
ones,
hats. What
are
hats?
the ones
We
the
have
white
hats.
ones or the black ones, or we have them both on there?
We have them both.
Boom.
Let me see here.
So you want to go
Try to pull up
like,
the page.
you want to go black and we'll go negative. What's up?
Yeah. On the website,
Yeah.
it's there.
Pixel.
And we actually got new shirts coming in. Let me show you.
Boom.
We got some new shirts.
Boom.
These ones are
I haven't even seen this one yet.
officially licensed Nintendo shirts.
Let's go.
See, they got the official. That sticker makes it official.
That
See where it
sticker
says
makes
You
it
can't take the
official.
sticker off though.
You can't take the sticker off because it's
It will
it's
be
a Nintendo
unofficial.
shirt. But I haven't put it on the website yet.
Dude, I like that one. I like that shirt.
You like it?
Yeah, I like the NES controller.
It's classic.
Yeah.
It's classic. I like it.
It's like a humble beginning of gaming.
It is, right? 2 buttons, no shoulder buttons.
Hey, let's make a square controller, a literal square.
Yeah, that is really feels nice in the hands.
How could they? Whatever. We don't have to talk about that.
How far we've come.
All right, so you guys want
Anyway.
to talk about what you've been playing? Because I've been playing Smash. That's it.
I've been
What have you
playing
guys been playing?
Smash. I've been playing Smite adamantly. My friends will not play anything else. Jesus! Play
There's
something
other
else.
games.
Please, guys, please.
There's
play something
other
else,
games.
please. So, besides Smite every night, adamantly, reluctantly, I've also been playing some tabletop with the boys over the week.
Cool.
We're playing Betrayal. We're playing some Fireman game. It was pretty cool. I've been playing Hunt Showdown again. Actually,
Cool.
I've been trying that out.
We'll probably talk more about that in the
yeah.
when we talk about it, right?
Yeah, we have actually a little
Oh, we do.
tidbit about
Yeah.
it this week. So playing that, I didn't go so well. I died immediately. It was like, all right, time to play Diablo. So what about you guys?
No, I've just been playing Smash.
Okay.
I haven't touched Days Gone in like 2 weeks, which is kind of bad
It's
because
been-
I'm losing interest in it now.
Really into Smash, I guess.
Yeah, because I want to win tournament
There you
thing
go.
that I'm going to in a week from next week.
Oh, have you signed up officially for that tournament?
Not yet, but I will probably
Whoa,
today.
a Smash tournament at the office? Yeah, we can do that.
Kixie posted on the chat. He's got 30 people in his office to sign up for a tournament. That's nice. What about y'all top 5 versus our top 5?
Yeah, let's do
do
that.
Let's go.
Let's do
There's
it.
5 out of 8 of us.
Yeah. All right, your top 8 versus our top 8.
Yeah.
Your office versus our office.
But only the best 8, because you might have more people in your office.
Yeah.
We only really have like 8 players.
True. Is that? What
Wait.
about you, Sig? What have you been playing lately?
Actually, I haven't played any new games. It takes a lot of I have to really focus my mind as far as putting on the reviewer's hat.
Well, for a new game, you're
Yeah,
just like,
for a new
what,
game.
What am I looking forward to? Like, what am I
Yeah.
about to see?
Right. So I didn't. It's been busy. It's been a busy week. But
it has.
I did. I was on the verge of buying Rage 2, and I still might because I liked the gameplay on it.
Right.
I saw it came out this week.
Yeah, it came
I was
out
watching
today.
gameplay. I was on Steam. I was about to check out, but I'm like, I won't be able to give it an honest assessment, and I don't want to do that to our
True.
listeners and viewers.
Did you watch any reviews or read anything?
No, not really. Like,
Do you normally look at reviews, or do you usually just kind of like,
I do look. If they're bad reviews, then I'll take it very seriously. But if it's 3 stars or 3 out of 5 and up, I kind of like to make my own because sometimes people are too
Okay.
critical.
That's why I kind of like try to read as
yeah,
many
Skill Up
reviews
has a
as
really
I
good
can.
review of
Yeah.
Rage 2. Him and ACG are the two I go to exclusively for
Okay.
reviews.
Yeah, I did watch it before you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Before you
I watched
buy
it
as well.
before you buy for them.
So I might have a in-depth review for next week's podcast
Yeah.
on Rage 2.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't look like a bad game. I think it's just kind of like one of those games where like you
It's
either
just- it knows what it
either
is. It's
like
a-
it or you like either hate it. You know.
Yeah, it knows what it is. It knows it's a big, loud, fun,
It
ridiculous game.
you know
so-
it doesn't like really reinvent the wheel or anything, but what it does very well.
Yeah. So maybe
So
next week
I'll
we'll
probably
have a-
I'll probably end up getting it too. So
it'll probably go on
We'll
sale relatively soon. It's not reviewing very well,
Possibly.
So I don't know.
it would be the critic reviews that really drive the price later on. So
Oh, and I put a reach out to Ubisoft to get our hands on a beta. As
For
a contact-
Breakpoint.
for Breakpoint. 'cause-
Nice.
'cause
That looks
I want,
sick.
I want beta access to that.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Sweet.
So hopefully we get that.
Nice. Do you guys want to jump into the news?
Yeah,
Sure.
actually,
Because we got a
Very-
packed show, like a seriously packed show of events.
at least the
News.
headliner is very.
Well,
Headliner's
even the
very
rumors
interesting.
are still like.
Oh yeah, we
pretty
get some cool
out there.
rumors, but this headliner is
yeah.
is literal
So
history.
start us off, Captain.
So literal history in the making here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, literally.
Sony and Microsoft have somewhat set aside their differences to collaborate on the future of game streaming, and this was in a direct response. Thank you for hosting, Deep Poodley.
Thank you.
This was in a direct response to Google Stadia. If you don't remember, Google Stadia just totally just dropped the penis all over the gaming industry
Yeah,
a
GDC
couple of
a few
weeks
months
ago,
ago.
or no, a couple months
yeah,
ago.
a couple months ago.
And Sony and Microsoft, they're scared. And they have good reason to be.
I think Sony's more scared than Microsoft.
Right.
That's why they went to Microsoft.
Right, and I think the collaboration, from what it seems like Sony is kind of benefiting it from it more. But I'll go into more of the details. But basically, the partnership is supposed to be a specific response to Stadia, so like a cloud gaming service.
Right.
So the specific feature, or I guess asset, that is being focused on is Microsoft's Azure, which is their cloud computing platform.
That's gonna power their xCloud service.
They announced that that was gonna be powering their gaming streaming service when that comes out. And I'm guessing PlayStation didn't really have that kind of technological foundation to really keep up with Microsoft and Google.
Correct. Yes.
So the collaboration is to kind of focus on beefing up their own individual game streaming services by collaborating on the technology itself. So, I guess to put it simply, Microsoft will be basically providing Azure to Sony to be used as their skeleton for their streaming service, and
Which is very interesting because it sounds like they'll boost up PlayStation Now.
yeah. So
Seems like PlayStation Now is really going to benefit from this.
and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of a benefit for Sony than Microsoft, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Microsoft's actually getting out of this.
Maybe it's
It might be. I mean, because I didn't see any mention of games, like, because Sony's bread and butter is their content.
right.
But I haven't seen any mention of, like, oh, you'll be able to play God of War on xCloud.
No, I think that's.
and I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it's more of Sony's trying to get their games on more devices. I think that's true.
Right.
I think that they're gonna do that. I would not be surprised to see more. So what I've been hearing is, I watched a video. Mads did a video on this, and Dealer also did a video on this, and I watched both of them. And Dealer said he knows a lot. He knows a lot. So he's saying that his sources are telling him that we should expect more announcements akin to this, like this. He says expect more announcements on crossplay.
Like collaborative.
Yeah, expect more announcements on crossplay. Expect more announcements on like third-party support. Like, and he has friends in the know, so he's very reliable. I'd recommend like checking him out. But that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is nuts. I mean, I think like episode 1 we were talking about how they need to set aside their differences and enable crossplay, and how Sony is just is just not willing to cooperate.
Yeah, we actually have a quote here from the Microsoft CEO himself saying this. He says, quote, bringing the power of Azure and Azure AI to Sony to deliver new gaming and entertainment experiences for customers. Very interesting. And then we have Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, coming in on a quote saying, excited about the opportunities ahead with Sony for us to pursue our mutual gaming ambitions and delight players around the world.
So
very interesting.
Generally pretty vague right now. We don't know exactly how this is going to look or how it's going to pan out.
What do you think of this, Sig? Just from like seeing this kind of from the outside in. Not surprising.
It's actually not surprising because there's three titans in the cloud computing space. There's Amazon, which they're getting into their own gaming. Google,
getting into their own gaming.
And Amazon Azure. So they don't really have anywhere to go except with Microsoft. When I say they, I mean Sony.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're collaborating on anything. Step 1, the first shoe to drop has got to be cross-platform and cross-play, like serious adaptation of that. And until that happens, this is not really news to me. I don't think this is important.
It's not really.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's extremely important.
Where else were they going to go? There's 2 other cloud platforms. You're going to go to Google?
So
No.
you just expected it to happen.
Because we didn't know what Sony's plans were at all for streaming in the next gen.
Unless,
and this
well,
is it.
I mean, unless Sony was going to build their own super data centers for this, then they didn't really have an option except to go to Microsoft's. So I don't really.
Okay, so
it's one of like it's a forced
then.
play, yeah.
So it's like something you kind of just expected to happen.
Right.
But what do you think will come out of this? Do you think there's a lot of possibilities that will come out of this? Like
No.
maybe you don't think anything?
Their collaboration, it's just hosting. I mean, it's basically web hosting or services hosting. It'll stop there until they start collaborating on like I said,
Like
cross-platform
content and stuff like
So
that.
why not have
Content.
their multiplats be cross-platform?
That will be huge for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And at that point, it would be like almost a merge.
No, because Sony still wants you to buy a PlayStation. Xbox still wants you to buy an
Right.
Xbox.
Right. It's still money makers for them.
Yeah, but this has the potential to be really big in the future. Like, this is the first step of like, hey, we're seeing where it's gonna go from here. Like, we're trying something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the potential is very high.
Credit though to Microsoft's Azure platform, because when it came out, it was people kind of like iffy, like Microsoft's servers, but it's actually been rock solid, and a lot of critical services are written on Azure, so it's not or being hosted on Microsoft's. So they've come a long way to close the gap between them and Amazon. When it first came out, it was kind of.
What if I was thinking? What if
Sony better not be late on paying hosting fees. That's right.
Well, that'd be funny.
Just serves just shuts
Yeah.
down.
I was thinking maybe there'll be some sort of Sony presence at Microsoft's press conference at E3 this year, just because of this news. But I mean, that's super pie in the sky.
Right.
Pie in the sky thinking, but
Them, like,
I don't
on
know.
the
Maybe.
stage, to both the CEOs like on stage holding hands
Right.
in harmony.
Like for us users, I mean, it is big news because this involves a lot of money. I'm sure Sony, they're not dumb, so they locked in a set rate on Microsoft, a set contract. We're gonna be paying this much per this much computing power for this many years,
Right.
And they're locked in because they don't want the rug pulled out under them. Once it's a success, Microsoft jacks up those
Like,
prices.
Yeah.
But for us end users, I don't think we would be able to tell the difference if they went with another cloud computing platform. We wouldn't. None would. How does that saying go? None the wiser.
None
That's
the
okay.
wiser, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Like we wouldn't know. It's like it's just you don't know where your websites that you're visiting is being hosted from. Like it's kind of
Right. But I think this
Unimportant.
paves the way for what you said of crossplay. It makes it easier.
if it
I
does,
think.
yes,
I
that
think
would
it
be
makes
so
it
great.
easier.
Yes, yeah.
We'll see. I mean, it dropped yesterday. I think this news was fresh yesterday, so
It was
it's still
yesterday.
super new.
So yeah.
Under the context of them finally teaming up on something, I guess that is kind of good. That is you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, you gotta be like, hey, you guys want to fend off Google? It's
That's
like
true.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So
That's true. Yeah, I guess you got to hold hands before you make out. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
You got to start somewhere, and that's
I
a
don't
decent
know.
stuff. That's
maybe
a decent
Solar
jump
System
off
might have
point.
something different to say about that.
Enemy of my enemy. Yeah.
But yeah, so
That-
that's potentially really game changing. Really game changing.
Yeah.
pun intended.
Exactly.
Right.
So you want to move on to our
So-
next thing? It is actually talking about Rage 2.
Yeah.
So it
that's
launched
a
on
headliner.
Tuesday. Any interest?
Talking more about Rage 2, launched on Tuesday. Pretty mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's sitting at a mid 70, I think, maybe a 73ish on Metacritic. So
Yeah.
it's mixed.
I don't. That mixed reviews doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or anything.
No, not at all.
I think it's more or less. It's a different different strokes for different blokes is the kind of is the kind of thing I'm getting. If it might not be for you, or if you like the whole. Basically, if you really like Doom and you want Doom in an open world with vehicles and more powers and stuff, this is all you, bud. But if
True, but I would
not-
stress
might
that
not be
it's
your
not a
thing.
long game.
By the
Yeah.
way, the gameplay behind this, for those watching on video, is from Jack Frags. So,
Oh, that guy
so we're
has,
not just stealing.
that guy has a
anything.
bunch of
Yeah, not just
bunch
stealing
of
your
content.
gameplay.
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
Frags. Shout out to Jack Frags.
He's
Thank
the
you,
one.
Jack Frags.
Yeah, I'm playing it from YouTube. So,
Yeah,
But
make sure you say
basically,
his name
the
right.
what I've heard is that the campaign is like 10ish hours, which I mean, whatever. Like as long as
Pretty
it's fun,
small,
whatever,
yeah.
dude. But you will have to grind some in the open world, which is, I guess, to be expected.
Mhm.
And it's just fun. It's just pure fun. It's just straight like
That's right.
just anarchy and fun.
That's what I heard. I heard the story that's it's there, but it's not really.
It's not a driving
it's
force.
not the star of the show, but definitely what is the star of the show is the gameplay. I've heard only really good things about it. It's like it's fast. It's smooth. It's
To be
well
expected.
polished.
To be
I mean, it's
expected.
what to be expected from the people who brought the latest Doom.
Yeah, it's to be expected to be very good.
And it's very similar. Like when I haven't played it yet, but watching the gameplay, because I have played Doom, and it is very similar. The way that I think.
Yeah, and they say the progression is very cool too. Like, there's a bunch of progression skills you can get, and they all like feed off each other. So like you can combo each skill into another skill. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds really cool.
There's like these powers and stuff, and of course you have this. You still have the wing stick. Just like this
Yeah.
weird boomerang
Was that from
thing.
one? Was that from one?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
from one too.
That's cool.
That was like there's like this little boomerang. Well, it's not even a boomerang. It's like kind of like a freaking frisbee of death
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't really come back.
now you did mention a 10-hour campaign.
Yeah.
I'm starting to appreciate short but good campaigns.
Yeah, like
They-
focused, a focused
have
campaign.
Yes. Yes, I think because of the overload of, we get bombarded with like hot new games that we got to try out.
Right. I think you start losing.
Yeah.
Losing interest or losing
Yeah,
concentration.
like
if
I
it
said,
kind of
that's
drags
the
on.
problem with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's great, but it's so big. You're just like, oh my god. Like,
It
Right.
takes forever, and you
It's gonna
can't
take
just
so
streamline the
long.
game, because you have to do all those other things to get the cool things to make it easier to beat the game.
That's why I think that's why I think God of War beat out Red Dead 2 for Game of the Year, because Red Dead 2 was like, here's like a 60-hour campaign that's like insane, and then God of War is like, here's a 30-hour focused tight campaign. Like you're not wasting any time in that game. There's no time wasting in that game.
No,
Red Dead,
it's-
you're like,
it's
let me go hunt a
constant.
deer for 6 hours.
It's constant.
Like, so I think
That might be the trend going
that
forward.
line of thinking is good.
Yeah, because with
Might
our
be.
short attention spans, and it's just getting shorter,
Might be.
they might just be doing them
True,
shorter.
but gamers really want like, oh, why isn't there stuff to do? Why isn't there all these things after the campaign? Why isn't there stuff in between the campaign?
I can see why the Rage's short campaign might hurt it for the people who like to fully invest their time.
I mean, there's
and
DLC
life
coming in the
into it,
future, so
so those people might get turned off on it. And you know, it just depends on how much you like the replayability.
Kingdom Hearts game was so
if
long.
it's,
Yes.
if it's 10,
Yes,
if
that's
it's,
true.
if it's 10 hours long, and you know you kind of got everything you needed from the first time, you're not really gonna play it through again. Like Metro Exodus was great, and I loved it, but like after beating it the first time, I don't really feel as much of a push to go back and you know beat it differently.
Yeah.
You know.
But if that 10 hours it was executed, it was
But
well
It
written.
was really well written.
ended
and
well.
I don't regret
And you're like,
buying
you put it
or
down and
playing
you're
Yeah.
satisfied. Like that was good.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
totally
worth $60.
okay with that.
satisfying.
Yeah.
You played through the end. It's like that was a satisfying ending to a satisfying game, and I enjoyed it every step of the way. Yeah,
I could.
I think that's rare.
I could
I
jive
dive
with
with
that.
that.
That's rare with any entertainment media. Like, how often have you come out of a movie and been like, that was great? Be like, after the credits roll, be like, that was totally worth it. Like, to me, not that often. Like, be like, yeah, it was pretty good. Like, but to come out of a movie being like, that was awesome. That was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And with games, it's even more rare.
Yeah, I feel like gamers are like super critical about everything.
Oh yeah.
So I guess moving on, the Red Dead news. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Red Dead 2 Online exits beta. Finally, because it was in beta for so it came out in October. Online started in November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7 months. Things been in beta.
Can I make a
There's
suggestion
been longer ones.
to the studios when they release the beta tag? They shouldn't just remove the beta from the title. Like they should actually give something with it, so it's not just a name change.
Oh, so like an in-game reward?
Or something like unveil a new feature or a DLC or something like this is to commemorate us getting out of beta.
Oh, that's so interesting because they're releasing new missions, characters, and free roam missions because
Boom.
they're going out of
As
beta.
they
But I think it should be like across the board. Everybody should do that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
just-
agree.
Just so that
It's like a celebration almost. It's like, thanks guys for we're sticking with us for beta. Like here's
Right.
here's the thing. Here's the real game.
and for those that were waiting for the bugs to be ironed out and all of the kinks to be smooth, in addition, that'll really push them over to the edge because there was a trade-off to that. They weren't an early adopter. The game is old now. It's long in the tooth. People aren't talking about it anymore. And if I was waiting for the game to go off beta to buy it, I'm kind of like, maybe I don't really want to play it because it's too old now. But now if they're like, but you buy it now, you get this that the early adopters
Stuff
didn't.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
cool stuff.
It's that's actually a fairly common thing. I have seen that before, where a game will be in early access or in beta,
Yeah.
and then for the players who were there since the beginning, they get like a cool little in-game thing.
Mhm.
So I have seen that before, but it definitely does need the term beta in it, because if it wasn't, and gamers got the impression that it was supposed to be a completed game,
Yeah.
and it had all these bugs and stuff in it, there would be riots in the street.
Gotcha.
Like,
Just do the Fortnite method. Just never come out of beta.
yeah, just like do the
Yeah, we're in
do the
beta.
battle royale
bull,
method.
bull
you know?
crap. Epic.
PUBG,
Is PUBG still in
PUBG's
beta?
out of beta, isn't it?
Yeah.
That happened a while back. Yeah. I
It
mean,
came out of beta when I came to Xbox.
PUBG is still. It's still an early access looking game and running. It still runs and plays like an early access. You know, like it's not like a finished polished product or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love PUBG, but and just do the Fortnite method. Just keep it in definite beta mode
Forever.
forever and ever. That way,
Safe.
if anything goes wrong with it,
Oh,
you
we're
just
in
be like,
beta.
oh, I mean, it's in beta. It says right on there the title sequence, man. What do you want from me? So
It's like the smartest thing they've done with that game. Very smart.
definitely.
But the next thing that I just found out
oh yeah, the Minecraft thing.
10 minutes ago.
That is neat. It's like their
Yeah, Minecraft Earth announced.
like their augmented reality.
Yeah, it's like
version.
Pokemon Go, but for
Yeah.
Minecraft, but more ambitious. So
Very
we
interesting.
don't really know too many details on it because it just got announced. I think either today or yesterday.
I've seen some images and stuff. I mean, I'm imagining you'll see like creepers and stuff around you, and you go and
Yeah, if you watch the trailer,
hit boxes. Hit boxes around yourself.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, there's it's pretty much exactly like what you
you
described.
can just like demolish your room, like well,
But I think
in
it's
VR
supposed to
space,
have, I
demolish
think it's
your
supposed
room.
to have like some sort of like real world aspect to where you're like, oh, I'm in this place and someone just built something. You can just like pull up your phone and look at the thing they built at that location.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of crazy.
Like, you go to church and then someone built like a giant dick. We're like,
I'd be like, okay. But that's pretty cool. It has it's got a lot of potential.
What if like to build tall things, like you actually have to be up high, like you physically have to be high.
That
up.
would be
'Cause you have to
crazy.
be like,
How long's the trailer? A minute and a half?
very
All right, we can watch that.
Who's the trailer from? Let me see.
Microsoft?
It is from.
You
Is it not from Microsoft?
should pop it on
It's from
big screen.
Minecraft.
Okay. From Minecraft official YouTube channel.
Pop
Yeah.
it on the big screen.
Is this here a? There it is.
There it
All right,
is.
so we're checking out the Minecraft trailer
So
up there
Here
on
we
the
are.
video right there.
You're seeing some very overly dramatized stuff like that. Oh look, you have like your little thing.
Yeah, it kind of
Oh.
just looks like a lot like Pokemon Go, but
They look like Legos.
Yes, Minecraft.
it's Minecraft.
But like, have you ever walked through Disney Springs? That
Yeah.
Lego
Yeah,
town. That's
yeah,
how. It,
yeah.
So I mean, this looks kind of cool.
So,
I think people that are really into
interesting.
Minecraft will seize this opportunity and really push this game.
Dude, Minecraft is still like one of the most played games.
It is, dude.
It's
It's still in like the top 10.
It's insane. It's like never left. the top
Interesting.
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 10. So
Well, we'll see.
it'll be neat. I mean, if it's for the phone, it's probably gonna be free. So we'll probably end up trying it out. I'm not really big into mobile gaming, but you know, we'll try it.
Strangely, watching that trailer,
Mm-hmm.
the theme parks need to get on this.
Minecraft.
No, AR. Like
Oh. I mean,
That would be a
yeah,
really good
they're
idea.
they need
yeah,
to.
they do, and I think that
Like
technology
especially
will
with
speed.
Disney opening up Star Wars Land
Yeah.
later this year.
Bro, you need to be walking through Star Wars Land, through Avatar, through Harry Potter, and just seeing all
You
these
just like
themed
as soon as
effects.
you walk
That would be
into
so
Disney, they just like
badass.
give you some glasses.
It'd be,
It's like,
yeah, it'd be so cool.
and you
And
can
plus
see
they
everything
could like
you need.
they could like program stuff and be like, oh, like this battle on this planet, and you just walk through.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Like
that would
imagine
be
going to
so-
Star
absolutely.
Wars Land, you're seeing like dogfights, like you know, like people like X-wings and Tie fighters
Yeah,
fighting.
that
out
would
there.
be
That would be
so
so
crazy.
sick, man.
Oh my god.
They need to get on this.
All right, Disney, hire us.
Hire us. We'll do it. Me and
Definitely
Kixie,
will be
we'll do it,
super
right?
cool.
We'll
Kixie?
figure it out.
I mean,
We'll write it
it
for
could
you.
already be a plan. Who knows? It could already
Dude,
be
that
a
would be
plan.
so
Can you
nasty.
imagine writing that code? Can you just write this code real quick? It's
I'm
like,
just imagining the transition would be extraordinarily expensive.
Oh my god, it'd be so cool.
Because, I
it
mean-
would be so cool, dude.
You just have everybody walking around with phones.
And plus, like,
That's why it just needs to be
you can
glasses,
have like
man.
park
Just put
event,
on
like
there.
you know how in video
Yes.
games you have like world events. You can have like park events.
Yes.
Like, yo, something's happening at this corner of the park. Can you
Yeah.
go there? And you just
Oh,
see like
Darth
all
Vader,
the stuff,
bro.
like
Yeah. It's
all
so
the
weird
stuff
that
in the air, like
the
that'd
Minecraft
be crazy.
trailer is what triggered like a theme park feel to it because I don't know, just those weird dragons and
Right. That would be so sick. Wow, that'd be cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so
Well, that'd be awesome.
I've been nerding out for a little bit there.
Next news story.
So this is a very interesting thing. This comes to us a suggestion from our board, D Poodley in the chat right there. Thank you, sir, for finding this juicy little thing for us. So Overwatch League has actually announced that they have made a deal with Upper Deck to make trading cards for pro players. So this is interesting. This is a first time thing in competitive gaming. Obviously, you know, there's no playing cards with like Ninja or some dummy on there,
Surprised there's not Smash Brothers cards.
right? So yeah, so we got this set to release June 19th so far. Initially, the cards are actually only going to include the players from the inaugural season of Overwatch League. So only the Season 1 pro players are going to have their cards.
I mean, that's fair.
So, yeah, I mean, that's fair.
That's pretty fair.
They're testing their waters for this. They did sign a deal that for multiple years with Upper Deck. So it's you know, they don't plan on doing like a one and done thing. They're going to try and make this a thing. So, I mean, it's potentially pretty neat. You can trade them, you know,
Is there a,
collect them, all that kind of good stuff.
Is there a company that's behind making these cards that I can buy stock in?
Upper Deck.
Upper Deck.
Okay. Well,
Are you wondering who owns Upper Deck? It might be with another holding company.
something like that, because like this could be huge. Like this could be
Potentially,
huge.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
pretty crazy though. Like
I think gamers are generally a little bit more collection focused.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, like they have like a lot of gamers I know. They collect things like posters.
Like I got posters.
Or
Yeah, I got a bunch of posters.
figurines or in-game things they even collect. I mean, so they have like all these little.
I
cards.
never thought this would happen. I never thought of this
like
this
nobody
angle
did,
for
man.
esports.
It's like nobody did. It's insane.
Interesting. Could be very profitable.
Yeah.
So I
You
guess
can't buy stock because it's a private company.
There it is.
Freaking smart people.
Yeah, they did the thing. They did the thing to secure more money.
Hmm.
So, potentially pretty cool. I'll probably get some when they're released. I'll go.
There's gonna be
I'll
an
go to the
influx.
store and buy a pack, man.
It's gonna be like, yo, do you have that Girl Gamer card? Yo, I'll trade you all these for that card. Like,
you got
I
holographic
could
cards.
see that.
They have Japanese cards, just like when Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff was a thing. You know, holographic cards.
Yeah,
and
this
stuff.
could be a whole new market
So,
for esports.
Yeah,
pretty much.
this is neat. This is a neat little story. So thanks again, D Pooley, for finding this for us.
Nice.
I don't know how you stumbled across this because I didn't see this anywhere.
I didn't see this at all.
I didn't see
either.
this anywhere.
He's got his own sources.
I don't know how he finds his things. So moving on to the little bit more rapid fiery news. You know, we're going quick. We're actually not going over time.
No, well, that gives us room for discussion about like
Yes, we
the
can-
rumors and some other
So
stuff.
we get to get
that's
really
cool.
really milk these other ones. So this will be
Well,
a
it looks like-
slower rapid fire news.
Kixie put in a new another thing that we could add to little tidbits.
Okay.
NCAA football game coming back. Wow, I didn't know that. I actually,
Like-
I agree with. I played NCAA football. I loved it. You recruit from high school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's like scouting.
So
It's-
there's more of a managerial aspect
Oh
to it?
yeah, I loved it. That was my favorite
Okay,
part
that's
about that
cool.
game. It was.
Neat.
Is there any like possible release date or window or something?
Yeah, what you got?
I had
for
no
us,
idea.
Richie?
Let me Google that. Right
Journalism at its finest,
I've
right
never.
here.
There it is.
Interesting.
I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that emoji, dude. It's just a person. I can't see. Is that supposed to be somebody?
Who is it supposed to be?
Is that supposed to be like?
I can't see it.
It just looks like a generic white person. I don't know. But I'm gonna take that emoji as thank you for the shout out and I love you too, man. Thank you.
I can't find anything.
Can't find anything.
No.
Well, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it for sure, though.
Hope so.
It's on our
We'll see
radar
something about
radar
it.
now.
All right.
Bring
So
that in.
Cool.
So
Very interesting.
interesting stuff there. Moving on to a little bit of this slower rapid fire news. We can go a little more detail into it because we
But I
have
want
30 minutes
to
left.
discuss these rumors pretty heavily.
Yeah.
So.
okay.
Definitely. So we got Metro Exodus, the first DLC, the 2 kernels, is going to arrive this summer with some new content. I think they're adding in a new area, a new weapons, like a
Cool.
flamethrower and stuff. And this is going to be a separate story than Artyom, which is the main character of
Oh,
the
interesting.
game. This is going to be more of a literal, just a separate thing. It's going to have the same aspects of the main game did. You know, we're focused on
Right, you're just a different character.
Focus on the survival and focus on exploration and stuff like this. But it's just a different character. I believe it was like I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a Russian colonel who was who was like in some bad place when everything went to hell. And
Interesting.
He's trying
That'd be cool.
to do something about it. I don't really know a lot about it, to be honest. The next DLC actually expected to come early 2020. I did look into this one a little more because it seemed kind of interesting because it's actually going to be your star is actually an American instead of a Russian, which is usually because this is set in Russia, so all the characters you play are Russian. But this another one. But this one guy is this guy named Sam who was at the Russian embassy when like the bombs dropped and everything.
Interesting.
And so
That
it's
could
kind
be
of
a very
focusing
interesting
on his survival and
viewpoint.
how he actually encounters the Aurora. And I don't know if he joins with Artyom or this might be predates Artyom's adventure. I'm not really quite sure. But I will most likely be getting in because I did like the Metro game and I'm just looking for another excuse to get back into it.
Nice.
You want to talk about Nintendo's Direct?
Yeah, sure.
as little as
There's really not much
their
to talk about.
entire Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, Nintendo held their own Direct on Wednesday solely focusing on Mario Maker 2. That's the only game they talked about this entire Direct.
That's it.
Which I like because I like how Nintendo's like, hey, we're giving you a show and we're just going to focus all on this. You go in there knowing what you're going to get, kind of
That's what you get.
tempering your expectations,
would be a
be like,
little
all right, we're just getting
More
this
nice
thing.
if they threw in a little surprise.
So it's cool. It's kind of cool because you can make new Mario levels. That's always cool. It comes with 100, I think over 100 Nintendo-made levels using the tool set of the game. So that's pretty cool. You can do co-op building, which is cool. You could do. There's a story mode, which is also pretty cool. You got to help Peach rebuild her castle, which is pretty appropriate, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And you could download a bunch of fan-made stages, and this is gonna be huge on YouTube. Really, this is really where it's gonna focus.
have you seen the ones that people have already been making with
No.
with the first edition?
But the first one came out on the Wii U. So, and there was 5 people had a Wii U. So
I mean, yeah, but
so this is on a huge console.
Yeah.
Switch has 20 million consoles out right now.
yeah,
So
yeah. But I mean,
this will be cool.
even with the minuscule amount of people who did do it, there were some very crazy stages, dude.
Do you think your son might get into that, like creating levels and stages and stuff like that,
I
or
don't think so.
no?
I don't know if I think Mario might not be his kind of thing.
He's at the age now where he only wants to play things that are cool.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
True, but I mean, if he makes something cool, people will be like, "Yo, you made this!" Like,
I mean,
I don't know. It's
yeah,
like a
but it's
yeah.
just
cool
not
creator tool.
It's just not what everybody plays right now. Like he's gonna go into school and be like, "Hey guys, I made this really cool level on Mario Maker." It's like, "Oh cool, I got 2 wins on Fortnite." Everyone's
True,
gonna,
true.
crowd around the kid that got 2 wins on Fortnite, and he's just gonna be sad. So
That's true. But that game comes out June 28th, and I think a cool thing about that game is you can make levels in different art styles across different Mario games. So that's pretty cool. But June 28th, that'll come out.
Moving on.
Then moving on, Naughty Dog wraps up filming on Last of Us Part 2 and is looking to close out development. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Hopefully this game comes out in 2019.
Okay, cool, awesome.
This tells me it'll come out in 2019. Hopefully.
Great, good thing.
Yep.
So interesting little statistic for you guys. So GTA 5, one of the biggest selling games of all time, has sold over 110 million copies at this point in time. And Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold over 24 million copies. Haven't been out the same amount of time, obviously, but 24 million
That's a lot of
copies since it
copies.
came out. That's a lot of dough, man. These guys are raking it in. These guys are drowning in cash. So, kudos to Rockstar. Good job, guys, for blowing up the industry.
Those are
with
crazy
some-
numbers.
With some, honestly, just titans in games. It's like they're just, it's insane. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
It's really crazy. 110 million.
I can't. That's,
How much is that?
That's
in,
ridiculous,
real
dude.
world money.
110 million plus 24 million is 134 million. Multiply that by $60 is 8 billion.
Oh my god.
8 billy. But I mean, all right, 60's not fair. Let's do 30.
I mean,
So half of that, 4 million.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
4 billion.
4 billion. That's
$4
still
billion.
a lot.
oh no, that's 4 billion on the conservative
4
estimate.
billion on 2 games.
On the conservative estimate,
Wow.
because 30
Because there's
bucks,
deluxe editions and collector's editions.
Exactly, and you can buy things online. And I'm pretty sure the game. It's still $30, right, for GTA 5?
No, I think it's 20. I think it might be 20. It might be. I don't know. It might be 20.
It's probably a little less than 30.
So
Yeah,
killing it, though.
If you wait for sales, I picked it up for the PC for $15. And on that note, my GTA 5 broke on my PC.
What?
All my textures, it just turns into gray. I
Is
don't.
it-
What?
it's
Yeah, so I looked on YouTube. I've watched probably 50 videos with how to fix broken texture maps, and none of them work, man. I don't know what happened.
Did you get this through Steam?
I got it through Steam.
Steam has some tools that kind of checks game files for any corrupted files and fixes it and stuff. You
I'll
tried that?
check it, but I'm not gonna hold my
That's
breath.
really weird.
I've tried everything from reinstalling my DirectX drivers to roll them back to DirectX 10. I've tried so many things.
Wow, okay.
And I'm just at my wit's end, man. I used to be PC Master Race kind of dude, but there's something to be said about it just works on consoles.
Just throwing a disc in and be like,
It
I'm done.
just works. You just turn on the power button and it just works. I don't need to debug and make sure I got the right drivers or... Yeah, that's usually the biggest problem. You gotta
Just
write the
works.
drivers. It just works,
Todd
man.
Howard was standing at the window.
Yeah. So yeah, off topic but relevant. to
Wait,
GTA.
Killalow saying that's nearing Thriller. He's talking about Michael Jackson's Thriller. Why was it was it a top
Sales wise, yeah.
like a top selling song? How many copies of that album?
That would be insane because music is
66 million
That
copies.
crushes.
That crushes it, sir.
doubles
Thrillers.
it. Almost
That-
doubles
that-
it.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
66 million for Thriller.
Michael Jackson wish he could come close to GTA 5.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
But, another little,
anyway, they're raising
tidbit.
So they're raising a Kratos thing. I'm sure you got something.
Yeah,
to say
Raising
about that,
Kratos
right?
is a feature-length documentary film on how they pretty much make God of War, but it kind of focuses on the actual development process of like, man, we were pretty screwed a few times in this game. Like, the director goes on to say like, yeah, we had layoffs, we downsized, we delayed, 6 months before launch, Shuhei Yoshida, who's like a VP of Sony, said it was a horrible game. Like, there's a lot of
oh my goodness,
lot in there to watch, and it's very honest, I would say. There's a lot of moments where you see the director just like going off on people. It's like, you're trying to hide this from me, you're trying to cut corners, this is not how we do things. Like, it's a good look at the development process as a whole. So check it out, it's really cool.
Wait, so 6 months before the development process, their game probably wasn't much different than release, right?
The frame rate was all chopped up.
So it was
Things
more like
weren't loading in, textures weren't loading
but when
in.
you said the director like totally came in and just pooped onto the game, was it
Well,
the performance issues, or he just did not like the game itself?
It was performance.
Okay, all right, I was gonna say
It was performance.
All right,
so.
that's fair then.
So, and then
he
the
just
director
comes
was
in
like-
and he's like, "This is a bad game and a bad idea." He really got shown. So
Yeah, but it's a really good watch. Check it out.
neat.
By the way, let me disclose this because I saw our viewer. We lost some viewers when I kind of went on my rant, my anti-PC rant. I'm still a PC guy. All right. It went from 8 to 4 when we were talking about it just works. This is dislike. This is a crappy
Dislike.
channel.
This is not cool.
No, you can't really play an FPS on a console. I mean, that's the name of our
Let's be
channel.
honest here, guys.
Yeah,
You can't be a Twitch shooter
Yeah.
if you're using controls. Okay,
Let's
you
be
just
real.
can't.
Let's be real. Yeah,
Let's
we
be
are
real
FPS
here.
guys.
All right.
You have no business playing FPS seriously on a console. So.
And I can already hear the console people being like, "You can
Know
raise
your-
the sensitivity
know your
on your
audience. Yeah,
controller.
that's
Yeah, you can raise the sensitivity on your controller, man. You're so freaking smart. Oh my god, no one ever thought of that before."
That sounds so familiar. Did you find that from someone?
Yeah, somebody actually just meant last night. It was crazy.
All right, next more relevant news story is Skull and Bones, Ubisoft's version of Sea of Thieves, basically has been delayed indefinitely. That's really bad.
Yeah.
An update to this would be they said it's not coming out this fiscal year, so that's March of 2020.
So we have that.
So
planned out.
that's not good because this game debuted in 2016.
Yeah.
So that's
And
really bad.
We actually had some people pretty excited for that.
It looked cool.
I know,
It looked really
I
cool.
know. I was pretty excited for it. I know Deep Hooley was actually really excited for it, and so yeah, this is heartbreaking news, gentlemen.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So
But continuing
hopefully
on with
it'll come
the-
out of purgatory.
With the Ubisoft news is they had their latest earnings call, and usually I don't pay attention to earnings calls because they're boring, but they did say something interesting. Is they said they had 4 AAA games scheduled to release by the end of this fiscal year, which is again March 2020. One of them we know is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. 3 of them are unknown. So now we're gonna wildly speculate about what they are. One of them's definitely Watch Dogs 3.
Okay.
Okay.
New Assassin's Creed.
No.
No.
Because
Odyssey's
they
too
said
recent.
they're taking a break in well, Assassin's Creed comes out in the fall and this is March, so that wouldn't happen.
For Honor.
Assassin's Creed.
Maybe a new For Honor.
They're gonna do it for
Wait,
new
the
For
new
Honor.
Assassin's Creed.
Creed.
No, but Assassin's Creed always comes out in the fall, so it wouldn't. March is not in the fall.
Oh
So-
yeah. In this fiscal year. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, not the
Yeah,
calendar
yeah,
year, the
yeah.
fiscal year. So,
Well, I mean, what about
Watch Dogs
unless
3
it comes out this year?
huh?
Or no?
No, they said they're taking a break on 2019
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. They should
Yeah.
probably stop beating the crap.
because
out
they
of
have
it.
DLC for Odyssey. So,
I mean, there's a dead horse there.
so
just
For Honor
literally
2, that could be a
bloody
good one. That can move the player base over to another one.
Okay, maybe For Honor. I can
Splinter Cell?
see. Maybe it hasn't
would
been a
be
Splinter
cool.
Cell in a while.
Rainbow Six.
A new Rainbow Six.
A new Rainbow Six.
Or maybe keep that going.
Wait, is Rainbow Six Ubisoft?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Maybe I think they're doing pretty good with Siege right now. Though. I think they might just keep hammering.
How
this
old is
update.
Siege?
A couple years, I think.
I think it's at least 3 years old,
A couple years.
which is impressive.
But
by
it
the
was
way.
it was one of those games that when it released didn't do so well, and then after some fixing, it's actually very very popular.
Yeah.
21st. Well, 1998. That is
No,
not
that's
right.
the original.
That is not right.
Be like, wow, that game looks great.
The original
That's
Rainbow
4 years
Six
old.
was 1998.
4 years old? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
out.
2015.
Excuse me.
Nuts.
Hey, we'll
So-
see. But I definitely would
We'll
bet
see.
money on Watch Dogs 3.
Yeah,
I would bet
Ubisoft-
money on that.
Watch Dogs
Ubisoft's
3.
been they've been
They've been around.
they've been breath of fresh air with all the bad news we've been getting from Bethesda and
Yeah.
and who I thought wasn't there other studios that kind of been laying bricks all
Besides
6
Bethesda?
Besides Bethesda.
EA.
Yeah.
yeah EA
Well, there's like the bigger publishers like
Right.
EA and stuff. Not
So-
mostly
Yeah.
EA.
So, I mean,
Ubisoft.
we'll see. We'll see what games they are. But I definitely would say Watch Dogs 3 is in there.
Watch Dogs 3, I would agree. Maybe even a new IP.
Oh, that would be cool. Maybe. We'll
Maybe
see at
anyway.
Ubisoft E3 conference.
We will see. Interesting little game I was talking about, Hunt Showdown. If you are interested in trying it out, but you're not a PC person and you have an Xbox, because this is not on Sony right now, Hunt Showdown will be
Calm
available.
down, all right? Let me know when you got some games to
It's
play.
just
all
a
right?
fact. It's just a fact. It's on the paper. It's real. It's gotta be true. So Hunt Showdown is going to be available, or actually is available right now on Xbox One as a beta playtest, available until May 20th.
Okay, that's not far.
So
Monday.
Yeah. So Monday you can go and play it through the weekend. Make your decision on it, and then maybe when it comes out for full release on the console, you can get it if you want to. But the spots are limited. It is first come, first serve. So
Grab it now.
grab it now if you want to try it.
No.
If you're into survival horror PvP games that are honestly its own unique animal, and it's honestly very unique, you should try it out. Honestly, just try it out. I was gonna have some gameplay footage because I did play it last night, but I literally died. Like I was walking around. I was doing my things. I was collecting stuff, and I was exercising these demonic portals and stuff. And then I just got like headshotted, and I literally don't even know what happened. It scared the crap out of me. I screamed. So
I'm on the chat. I'm posting where you can sign up.
boom.
There
Nice.
you go. And if you have a good headset, wear it. If you don't,
Yeah.
buy one.
This
3D binaural
honestly,
audio, man.
The sounds in this game
the
is
sounds are really cool.
the best.
Really, really cool. That's one of the best things I've seen because it puts you in there.
It's so accurate.
It's so scary too. It's
Yeah,
so
oh, yeah.
it's
That's-
so spooky.
Now imagine that, but because we were talking about PS5
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks ago. Imagine that sound out of your TV via PS5.
That'd be sick.
That's what it's trying to do. Wouldn't that be
Yes.
crazy?
very, very good.
Cool. All right,
So-
now we got some upcoming deals and releases actually, which is always good because everyone likes
Yeah.
cheaper and free games.
No, nobody likes spending money. So, Epic Store is having their first mega sale, similar to Steam seasonal sales. This comes to us from Kotaku. The sale is called the Epic Mega Sale, as
Oh,
previously
really
stated.
creative,
Yeah,
guys.
really pulling the rabbit out of their hat on that one.
It's not like Steam is creative either. Steam summer sale. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
Steam insert season here sale. So they're not; these guys aren't exactly creative on whatever teams come up with these names. But it started yesterday. It's going to be running until June 13th. Go ahead and check it out. There are a lot of deals on there. I did check out some of them before coming on here, and I have a couple notable mentions of ones that I thought were cool and I thought would probably
World
be
War
very
Z's $20.
the price.
Get it.
World War
Whoa.
Z.
Get it.
Damn, I'll probably get it.
One of
I'll
them,
probably get it.
World War Z is $20 on
Maybe.
the
We'll
Epic
see.
Game Store through the
awesome.
mega sale. It is originally $35,
Worth
so save yourself $15. It is totally worth it. It's a very fun game to play with your friends. If you don't have any friends, add me. I'll play it. I'm always looking to play it.
If you don't have any friends,
If you don't have any friends, add me. I'll play with you out of pity. No, I'm just kidding. I'll play with you because I'm a friendly person and I love people.
Yo, that game is worth it. It's worth it at 35. It's definitely worth it at 20.
Definitely. I do not have
Ashen's
any
at
remorse
20?
getting that.
That's cool.
So
I like
yeah,
that.
Ashen. Yeah, the.
Have you gotten that?
No, I haven't. But
Oh,
I think I
dude,
might
we
now
can
though.
play that together. We can play that
I think
together.
I might now though.
This is Dark Souls-y.
Yeah, so that was the Dark Souls clone that kind of came under the radar, but actually the people who played it had really good reviews about it.
Cool.
And that is
Nice.
half off. That's $40 originally, $20
Woo.
right now. And then one of the fattest deals I saw was Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek. So that is a version of the Hello Neighbor game, which is an indie game that lets you you kind of it's super weird and spooky. Or you're trying to like sneak into your neighbor's house because your neighbor's doing some shady crap in there, and that's
Interesting
him
art
right
style.
there. But
It almost looks Pixar
In
based.
this one, I believe this one is actually it's multiplayer, and the neighbor, your neighbor, is disguised as one of the children, so you don't know who it is.
Oh.
This would be a good like party game.
Yeah. So interesting game if you're into those kinds of stuff. And think of it kind of like a Friday the 13th kind of itch you want to scratch. I think this would probably really be good for that.
Big discount too, from
And this
30
is
to 5.
$5.
Jeez.
$5. I mean, if it's $5, man, just get it.
True.
You know,
Looks cool.
Just beat someone up and take their lunch money. Easy. We do not condone violence against another human being on this show.
We do not condone violence or abuses of any kind.
Anyways, you want to talk about the summer sale?
Yeah, well, the Steam Summer Sale
There it is! Alright, summer sale!
starts, let's see, it looks like 2 weeks after the Epic sale. So if you didn't find anything on Epic Store, you can wait 2 weeks and go to Steam.
So, red alert, PC gamers, hot, big, fat
Yep,
sales
starts
coming
June
this
25th
next month.
at 1 p.m. Eastern and ends about 2 weeks after that. So, man, you got a whole month of literally just sales on
So,
PC.
you just save up your money, sell a kidney, whatever you gotta do.
Donate plasma.
Donate plasma, donate semen, just, mix them. Don't mix them, put them
That
in
would be
separate
weird.
containers, that'd be weird.
Hey, is this your plasma? It's like, yes.
Yes! There's an extra component in there.
This actually brings up. I'm glad we talked in light of these sales coming up. We did touch on the new NVIDIA cards, those 1600 series.
Mm-hmm.
And Top Hat, you said you were gonna kind of unpack for us the differences between that and the 220 series.
Did I?
It is kind of confusing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Let's go.
All right.
Top Hat, what you got?
Right.
What you got for us?
Right now?
Because
or-
there's a big price difference between the 1600 series and the 20s.
Okay.
2000s.
Are you prepared for this right now?
Sure.
All right.
So the big difference is that the RTX cards have Turing architecture. This
Okay.
means that they're just generally better than the 16 or the 10 series, which is the Pascal architecture, which is your 1070, your 1080, stuff like that.
Okay.
The 1660 and the 1650, I think, is what they have, and they have TI versions of those.
Yes.
They're gonna be a little bit more powerful than the 1070, 1060-ish range, but with
Okay.
minute ray tracing features.
Okay.
Okay.
As the RTX cards, the 2070, 2080, the TI versions of those things, they're more powerful.
Let me pause you real quick. Are they close in power to 1070s?
What is?
The new 1600s. Are they the new
The 1660 will probably be in between the 1060 and the 1070.
Okay. And I guess pricing. It's
Pricing
important.
is what, 350? I think it's like something like that.
No.
No.
Okay, guys.
I was
If
wrong.
that's accurate, that is a heck of a steal because we paid for our mining rig. We paid $400 a pop for
What is
for the
the price at?
1070s. You could buy the new 1660s for $200. So if you've been looking to upgrade, that's the sweet spot. Bang for the bucks. GTX 1660 is the way to go right now for bang for the buck.
If you're not really interested in a lot of ray tracing.
I don't think most people are. Yeah, it's a little bit early.
Yeah, because
And if you're not 4K gaming, which is kind of
if you want a
Crazy.
1440 60
Also,
card,
it's kinda early.
it's
right
slower,
there.
Yes. But if you've got a 1080 monitor and you want to play all the latest titles at a good to upper frame rate,
like 60 plus.
yes, GTX 1660. It's on Newegg right now for $220. That's not even on sale. That's the regular
That's
price.
worth it.
That is a heck of a
That's worth
that is
it.
a heck of a deal. So thank you for clarifying that for us, Top Hat.
That's all based on information prior to today.
I might need to upgrade. That's
True.
That's a lot of power for a little, not much money.
True. Then let's see. What else we got on this here list? Oh, we got the. Oh, there is something I should mention because shout out to the little indie guys. Dauntless, a Monster Hunter like action adventure game, comes to consoles and the Epic Store May 21st. It's basically like an indie version of Monster Hunter, but it's still really cool. So check it out. I don't know if it's coming for free. I'm not sure.
I'll check it out. Let's go.
So we'll see. Now we got the rumor section, and there's some spicy rumors on this list here. So a lot of these rumors come from Brad Sams, who's like a notable industry leaker for video games. Mads Gaming, he's really good. Dealer, Foxy, a lot of these guys on YouTube that I follow are very embedded in this information. So credit to those guys. Never want to take credit away from people.
No, we don't do that.
So Xbox Anaconda is rumored to be priced at $500 according to Brad Sams, and then Mads Gaming did a video on that, which is where I found it. So, $500, $500 for a PS5, $500 for an Anaconda.
Yeah.
What do you do? Gotta decide, I guess. That's where the games come in, right there.
Fine, yeah.
And now we have Xbox Lockhart, which is the lower tier system of the new Xbox line. Is the specs are supposed to be around half of Anaconda's and priced around $300 to $350.
But it's better than the sad one.
Oh yeah, dude. This one, so in power, based on power, it's gonna be right around the Xbox One X power range, but it's gonna have an updated CPU and an updated RAM.
So it's better than the
It's
current
gonna
Xbox
be-
One X.
It's gonna be better in terms of overall performance. Yes, it will be.
Okay.
Because
But it
Xbox
doesn't-
One X has slower CPUs and slower RAM.
But it doesn't have the native 4K though.
No, it does. It'll be right around the power. So
Okay.
it'll be the T-flops on the Xbox One X is 6 right now.
Mhm.
So it'll be right around that area.
6.
And for
$350,
350, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good price right there.
Not bad. Not bad.
And then we have Gears 5 box art was leaked actually, with a possible launch date of September 10th. I don't know if that,
Here we go, dude.
makes your pants a little shorter, maybe.
Gears of
but
War coming back, dude.
It looks cool. The box art looks cool. You got the female character on the front. There's like a significant story reason why that is. I don't know what it is because I didn't play Gears, but it's supposed to make sense.
I don't remember what.
And then we got Red Dead 2 PC port is in the works and likely to release this fall. So that'll be cool.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot it wasn't on PC, dude.
So are any of these rumors you wanna talk about, or because our Lex argue is basically unless you have a better one, which you probably do because you're smarter than me, is that how do you release these consoles of Xbox? Do you stagger them? How do you undercut PlayStation? What do you do? How do you
beat the other
manipulate
guy?
these two consoles?
How
Like,
do you beat the other guy?
what do you do? Or does this Lockhart interest you? Like, would you be like, oh man, 3 to 350, or would you want the Anaconda, the big beefy boy?
I think probably like the pricing and how fast you can release it would reflect on how your sales are in the beginning, but I think in the long run it's still just going to be who's got the better games for their consoles.
How would you release them? Would you release them all at the same time, or would you put
if Sony was planning to release, say, by fall,
Say like November.
and
probably
they're trying to release their main console, and I still have my main console, you would probably want it to be in direct competition, because if you do it afterwards, the people who bought the PlayStation 5 most likely would not also buy the Xbox.
Sure, they're not willing.
I mean,
to put up
I
another
probably
500.
would because I'm crazy and I can afford it, but not everyone can. So, yeah, I probably have to release it around the same time. Honestly, if it was
What do you think,
November,
Sid?
it'd have to be direct competition because you just don't want to get outbought, because that's you have a lot of people part-time jobs saving up months so they can buy the new console when it comes out, and then they can only pick one. You gotta give them a decision.
I agree.
Give them a choice.
I agree with you. Probably say it at the same time too, right? Because
I think they should stagger the release.
you think so.
You're talking about if they have like
For
the multiple
both
consoles.
yeah, they will have
Okay.
multiple
Oh
consoles.
yeah, for
It's
the
like,
multiple. Yeah.
What's
okay.
the benefit to holding back?
I think you release
One.
Lockhart with a cool launch title in let's say July, June, late spring to early summer.
Okay.
You release it then with a cool launch title,
Mm.
And then wait, how much time?
and then
before
you release Anaconda with the PS5.
Okay.
So I think you get the Lockhart in there first, get people excited about a new next-gen system, because it is a next-gen
Right.
system.
Okay.
And then if you bundle it with a cool launch title, people are like, oh, $350 for a next-gen system?
Mm.
Sweet.
And you can kind of.
And then you're already in the Xbox
yeah.
ecosystem already.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So that's my kind of vision of how they would do it.
and I feel like you can kind of, during that time, you can kind of rake in the more soft core gamers who are not willing to spend $500+ on a console,
Yeah, and plus,
but don't have much problem spending $250 to $300.
what if say you want a PlayStation 5 and your kid wants a next-gen system? How likely are you to spend another $500?
No.
But
Right,
$300,
right.
it's a little better.
I mean, especially if it's just Fortnite, you just get the Get the,
I was under the assumption that neither will be ready that soon. That basically, I guess, release them as soon as they're ready. And if they're the same systems with different specs, like just different hardware, then I would saw no benefit to releasing one earlier. You know what I mean? Like if they could be released at the same time, basically send them out. Like when you tell your server when you're in a rush, just send it out when it's ready. You don't need to bring all the food out at the same time. Just send it out whenever it's ready. Yeah, I agree with you. If Lockhart's ready first, send it.
Yeah,
I agree there.
Yeah.
What I do find a little bit hard to grasp is if Xbox One X currently plays 4K and Lockhart, which is the cheaper one, also is stronger than Xbox One X, so it can play 4K too, then there isn't a substantial benefit to going to Anaconda, right? Because we're not 8K ready yet.
Yeah, but it's beefier, so it'll run everything better.
For the more hardcore gamers, I would disagree.
Okay.
Because it can run games at higher frames. It can run. It can,
Like maybe this will cap at 30 or something.
But most of our TVs won't really
Go higher than 60?
Yeah.
No one does, except for LG.
well,
Right,
you-
so-
you- all right, yeah. But
So I don't find a heavy, compelling reason to spend double the money on a console.
that's one of the more console, like the console limitations that kind of thing now. It's just,
Unless the graphics are toned down, or like one has more detail versus the other.
I think maybe because if Lockhart comes out and it has
Yeah.
the same GPU power as Xbox One X, I
Yeah.
wouldn't see a reason to not do native 4K if
Okay.
it can.
Right.
But I guess the reason to go to the bigger, beefier one would be everything else would be like better performance because it would have more power. It would have more T-flops to push everything more. So your frame rate would probably be better.
Oh, I get that it'll be better, but I guess the key word there is substantial.
True, but the hardcore gamer, will spend an extra $200
Yeah.
they will.
for a little bit more power or a little bit more performance. So
Yeah.
that's why I think getting the casual market first and then the hardcore market is a good idea.
I agree.
But I'm
Yeah.
not Microsoft.
Send it as soon as it's ready.
I think it just hits both itches, and yeah, we are kind of in this. We're kind of in this mode where, with I guess the societally, where it's just kind of like you want to have the best of the new cool stuff that comes out. Like,
That's why
the new
iPhone is-
iPhone comes out.
yeah.
You don't just buy like whatever one you can afford. Ideally, you want the iPhone XS Max.
The
freaking
Big Daddy one.
the Big Daddy one that's like $1,000. Like that's the one you want.
Oh my god.
But if you can't afford it, you get the little babier one that's a little bit worse and smaller, but still a new iPhone, and that's what
it's basically
Lockhart is.
Yeah, it's basically like the console versions of phones.
It's a little baby one. Oh, you can't afford $500? We got $250.
Like this is
for you right
Lockhart is a perfect Christmas gift for your kids.
Mhm.
Like
I just think it's perfect for those people who can't. Really
now there is a
afford
rumor
that
floating
kind
around
of
that Sony as well is working on two SKUs, two separate systems.
crap.
But that one has a lot less credence to it, so I haven't really been paying
Yeah, we
attention
haven't
to
really.
it that much.
I feel like at this point we probably would have seen something
Yeah,
official.
unless they're really keeping it.
Yeah,
under
unless
wraps.
it's like super secret. If
What do you
it's
think would happen
that
then, Sig?
secret-
What if Lockhart comes out and then Sony's like, oh, look at that, PS5 Junior or whatever.
PS5
Like-
Junior.
Later, Kixie.
I think that'd be crazy.
Bye.
You know what?
Thanks for watching.
I like this race. I like this console arms race.
Console war?
Yeah,
Console wars, man. they're
I
back.
love it. I dig it, and I love the whole Sun Tzu Art of War mentality that these marketing guys and the dev teams are working on. We gotta be first to market. I love it. Like I can't get enough of it.
You gotta be first. You gotta
And
be big. You gotta be the best.
I think they both companies have a general winning strategy, but can they get these out in time? It's literally a race. Like
True.
these guys are probably working 100-hour weeks right now
Oh yeah.
to get that 1 week edge, to release 1 week sooner.
True,
So-
but let me ask you this: if Xbox comes out a week sooner,
yeah.
but PlayStation comes out a week later, but has the software title you want, but Xbox doesn't, I think this is where the software kicks in.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of factors. Some factors are larger than others, and some, a large factor can get outweighed if something.
Who do you think will release first?
It's
If you
really
had to
hard
put money on it right now, or lunch, we're about to go to lunch in like 10 minutes. If you had to bet lunch on it,
Who will drop first?
Who will drop their next gen
You're
system
talking
first?
about if PlayStation does have like a small console, or are you just talking about the consoles they do have, like
The consoles
the,
that
like
are
the flagship ones?
that are planned that we know of.
Okay.
So like the 2 Xbox Ones and the 1 PS5.
Right.
Who do
Okay.
you think will launch first?
All right. Well, I think the Xbox is gonna launch the small one first, the Lockhart.
Okay, so you think
And it's
Xbox
gonna
will
have
just get-
before any of the flagship consoles get dropped. I think Xbox is
That's
gonna
still a
drop
next-gen
that as soon as
system.
possible because it's still a next gen system, and it'll be there for the people, like I said, who maybe are not as hardcore. But
So just Xbox in general, you think
that's-
will launch first? Okay. I think PlayStation will launch first.
I think actually, yeah, for when launching that system, yes. But I think with their flagship systems, with Anaconda and the PlayStation 5, I think maybe the PlayStation 5, honestly.
What do you think?
I think because they have. If it is true and PlayStation does not have a second console they're working on. Right now Xbox is divided. They're working on releasing 2 consoles, and so I think it would be much more likely that Sony, who is refocusing on their one console, will probably be able to release first. That'd be my guess.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say Microsoft. They can. I
think
for the
they have
simple
the money.
reason they've got the money
They got the power.
and they don't have to write a whole new operating system. I
True.
think they're getting closer and closer to Windows.
That's true.
I think they're there. I think they're just trying to have a better game library to accommodate the drop. I think if they needed to release in 2 months, I think they're there.
I think they could.
Their operating
You
system.
gotta have a game though to go with.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
to.
I think
You
that's
have
what they're
to.
holding. I think that's
Well,
what
it's gonna be
they're
Halo.
holding.
It's gonna be
They're
Halo
holding
Infinite.
out
That's
for
the
it.
launch
Yeah.
title.
Right. I think it's the game, but actually, as far as the console, I think Microsoft, I think is ready to go. That's my opinion because I think they got the money to handle the hardware, and the software. It's still running on .NET. It's still running basically the same operating system.
Yeah.
They're ready to go, man. They're ready to rock and roll. They just need the games.
I think yeah. Actually, the console itself probably wouldn't really.
I think both consoles are
take as
probably almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only it's probably just
Yeah.
like the form factor of how they're gonna fit everything in the box. That's probably it.
Well, one of the things that I'm a little bit worried about with Sony is their ambitions for. We've heard rumors of it being VR based.
Actually,
We've heard rumors of it being more portable.
including VR. Yeah.
So they have more lofty.
I think they're doing more innovative stuff.
Right. Right.
That's kind of always been Sony's thing, is the whole creativity and innovation.
Right.
Like they were the first to have
What do you
like sensors in their controllers and stuff
Yes.
like that. Like, so I think I definitely would see that.
Do you think 3 to 350 is like a sweet spot price point?
for
3 to 350?
PlayStation
For Lockhart?
5? Oh,
For Lockhart?
Yeah, I think that's par. I mean, that's
yeah.
what they sold the Xboxes for, right?
I think 350 is a little steeper than what people would want to pay for it, because you're only $150 shy of the.
Yeah, but $150 is significant, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think the whole $200 thing, I think there's a psychological aspect to that,
Yeah, because it's a 2.
$199.
because it's a 2, exactly.
That's
It's
true.
like the whole $199,
Oh, yeah.
using $199.99, like. It's for
$199.
all intents and purposes
$199, bro.
$200, but it looks a lot better than $200.
It looks like it belongs in a dollar
This thing
store. It's
is
$199, bro.
It's $199. Yeah, so
Oh,
We will see.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
the launch titles are going to be crazy for both systems. I think they're going to be nuts.
and when you hear about it, you'll hear it here first, unless you hear it somewhere else. In which case, screw those guys.
Come here.
Come here.
Yeah, well
I guess that wraps it up for today.
I gotta yeah.
This hat makes my head itchy.
Yeah.
It squeezes my head. I have a fat head, dude. There's a line. Look at this. Look at
All
that. Look at that. So.
All right, you guys wanna go to lunch?
Yeah, I guess we'll go to lunch. So, anyways, thank you for stopping by. As always, gamers, remember to hit them like and subscribe buttons. Be sure to check us out on social media and our wonderful, wonderful website, fpsguides.com. Be sure to check out our merch. We have some new shirts. We have some other shirts. We got these shirts. We got that shirt. We got those shirts. Check them out. You can check out all of our content at this point on YouTube, Twitch, Apple Play, Spotify, Alexa, and iTunes. Thanks.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to check out our Discord. Link is in the description on Twitch. Come and drop in. say hello, play some games with us, buy World War Z, and come play with me, because I will be there, and I will be playing it with you. So yeah, just come in and chat. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, and thank you for watching. We love you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Play games, y'all. Play games. Say it.
Boy, I'm hungry. What's up?
Dude,
Pizza?
I'm also hungry.